Which doll is the ugly doll? Why is that doll ugly?
Because he's black.
If you white folks want to be treated the way blacks are in this society, stand. Nobody's standing here. That says very plainly that you know what's happening.
So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am basically out here protesting in Leicester City Centre, and I'm gonna be talking to different people, our black people or white people, any type of people, because Black Lives Matter. And my first guest today is gonna be my friend Musa. So what do you have to say about Black Lives Matter as a black man in Leicester?
Black Lives Matter in Leicester has been important for a long time. Today, we're here to protest for the people, just to show a message. We're still equal. And all these people killing people because they're evil,
Hateful.
can only stay for the sequel. This is the sequel right now. Our people matter, our lives matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
And we need to show solidarity.
100%.
A lot of people, I've got a lot of criticism talking about, okay, this happened in America, in the UK, you're safe. No, people say a lot of things.
UK is not innocent either, guys. There's so much that goes on in this country that they keep hiding from us. But enough is enough, because Black Lives Matter.
People that originated in America, that originated here from the UK. There's something that you need to understand. And at the moment, we're standing strong to show solidarity for our people.
Yeah.
You cannot kill people in broad daylight and think that's okay. You'll get an uprising. I promise.
And he was seen kneeling on the neck of a dog. For the time that we have kneeled today, I watched us. Some of us had to change hands. We had to change knee. We had to stand up, change position. 9 minutes is a long time to stay in one position when you are throttling the life from a human being. So I will continue my point. I said to each and every one of these indifferent people, and that's being kind to them, if you replaced a dog with the body of George Floyd and exactly the same thing happened, can you honestly look me in the eye and tell me that you would say, we can't judge, we don't know the whole story? Ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine the uproar if that was an animal that was treated that way, and what the authorities would do? To illustrate the point further, to illustrate my point further, in the past week, there has been trending, and many of you, I'm sure, will have seen it. There has been footage of a white woman in America who was in a park walking her dog. Yes, okay, you know the story. So, as a result of that interaction, which was filmed, ladies and gentlemen, if I tell you, you probably know that as a result of that interaction, that woman lost her job. But this is my point. This is the point that I want to bring to you. And if I had to summarize my point, because I like to try and live and believe glass half full. So it's great that we are here today. But when we leave, what are we going to do? What are we going to say to those who continue in their ignorance, continue in their indifference? Because, oh, that's an awful image on the TV. I don't want to see that. So, my point, ladies and gentlemen, is the dog that woman had, and those of you that have seen the footage will know exactly what I'm talking about. Once she leashed the dog, she was restraining the dog, and the dog was yelping, and it seemed that the dog was in distress. Now, the dog was not killed. Yet within days, hours of that video going viral, the dog was removed and taken into care because the woman was not seen fit to care for it. So we say Black Lives Matter, but in real terms, ladies and gentlemen, what value on the life of a black man over an animal? They're afraid. They're afraid because when we realize our worth, our strength,
our power, they are afraid that we will treat them the same way they have treated us for these past 500 years. Keep your hands there, keep your hands there. When I say Black Lives Matter, when I'm walking on the street, first thing a person sees is my skin. They don't know my name, they don't know my age, they don't know my ethnicity. What they see first? Black. Now another black man, he'll see me as a brother. For a white man, he's been raised, he's been told that I'm a threat. That I'm a threat, that I'm not the same, that we're different. They see that we're different, they see the difference, and they think we're different. No, I breathe the same air you breathe. I walk the same streets you walk. My mama, she raised the king. She raised the king. She told me I am a king. She told me I come from a nation of kings and queens. When I say Black Lives Matter, Black lives, my life, there's no equal. It is my life, it is only me. My life is the only life I live. I will live it to the limits. God give me strength, give me life, and give me energy, because no justice,
No peace!
no justice,
No peace!
no justice.
No peace!
Amen.
Hi guys, I'm here to show my support in the Black Lives Matter movement. Rest in peace to George Floyd and everybody else who has died unjustly. It's time for us all to come together and unite as one. Black lives do matter. It's time for this racial discrimination to stop. Nobody should be judged or discriminated against because of the colour of their skin. It happens far too often, and it's time to stand together and put a stop to racism.
In concerning of George Floyd and how I feel towards it, I feel very discouraged. Well, let me say I felt discouraged, I felt gutted, I felt lost. I felt like I was on that floor for a second. My heart broke. But I'm optimistic now due to people creating awareness.
If you think the UK is more progressive than America in terms of racism, shift your thinking. There are a lot of people, brands, businesses and communities who need to sit up and listen to Black voices. Don't be opportunistic. Use this time to reflect and make impactful changes instead. Non-Black people need to be better at understanding the type of racism Black people have to endure in all aspects of their life. Continue to share your stories, be it in education, employment, health. Just know that you have a voice. Be as loud as you need to. Be as honest as you can. Especially if the truth is uncomfortable to hear. Collectively, we need to be better at making sure we do more and not let others override your voices, overlook your stories, or undermine their value.
Just here reflecting on what has been going on for the past days, weeks, months about racism. It's disgusting. Our black men are being killed for no reason. It's really sad that every time they go out, every time our black men go out, we fear for them and we pray that they come back home in one piece. And we shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't have to do that, especially in this day and age. All of this should have been done by now. Racism has been going on for so long, and it's sad that in the 21st century we are still going through it. Us that have black men, black brothers, black dads, black husbands and expecting a black child, it's sad for us. I'm worried, and I just pray that as we all stick together to fight this, we will overcome it and we will win. Black life matters. It really does. Our life matters.
We are angry. We are hurting. We want to know why. There's never an answer. There's never a reason. You can never justify something like this. I'm black. I'm aware of that because that's what I am. Being black is a blessing. It's bold and it's beautiful. But because of this skin, no matter what I do, whether it's good or it's bad, it's still not worth enough. My skin color is worth everything and more. And I will not be treated any less because I am black.
Following recent event, this has shook me to the core. Because as a black man living in the UK, this has really affected me. Also, not in a murdery way in a way where I have been stereotyped, but the way I dress, the way I speak. I've even experienced this in the workplace where I have to lose 2 opportunities, where I'm not even given a chance to actually adjust myself in a proper environment. So as a black man, I would say, do not be afraid to speak up for what you believe in and your rights, because this has affected me mentally, physically as well, and this is even hard for me to find a job because people are threatened by my last name or the name I have. So my advice to everyone is to speak up and do not hold your truth behind, even though it means losing your career opportunity or losing any other opportunity. Do not be afraid to stand for what you believe in. God bless you.
It's 2020 and we're still experiencing injustice. At the moment in the world, we've seen everything that's going on. It's absolutely disgusting. Black lives matter. We are dying. We are being killed. We are being targeted. Everybody has experienced racism in the UK and America. Mainly, in my position in the UK, it's been systematic racism. I think it's unequal, unbecoming, and we deserve justice. It's been so many years coming and we're still experiencing it. Say no to racism. Black lives matter and we are not going anywhere.
I'm horrified that humankind can be so unkind. I'm horrified that it's taken heartrending, painful videos of murder to wake people up from their place of privilege. I'm ashamed because I'm white, and that means I'm disproportionately benefited, even though myself and many others don't want things to be that way. I'm ashamed that I take my white privilege for granted most days. I don't want to post a black square in the place of black voices. I want to have challenging conversations with my bubble-wrapped white family and call them out for any inappropriate phrasing, and then they can share that knowledge with their bubble-wrapped white friends. I'm confused that by taking that step, making that move offline, I might lose friends because my lack of online presence is seen as me not caring, apparently. I'm heartbroken for the families that are left behind after every single wrongful killing. I am really optimistic because in the last couple of weeks, every single family member and friend of mine has been proactively learning, and they're allowing these issues to affect them enough to act on them, which is a massive step in my life.
No justice, no peace. Black lives matter.
Together we can make a change.
Black is beauty, black is joy, black is excellent.
Black is talent, black is cool, black is elegant, but black comes with all this pain and struggle is evident. Black is working under people you were better than. Black ain't evil, black ain't crime, black ain't threatening, black is working overtime to be relevant. They're quick to pull a trigger, kill a sister, get immunity, fight for black lives, stay together, let's have unity. Black ain't fair, black ain't equal, is criminal and pure scrutiny. Loud in our laughter, but oblivious to our misery, guilty to proving wrong, is that the world that we are living in? Rise above the pain, the oppression, and all the suffering.